Hey y'all, it's your friend D, and in today's video, we're taking a tour of my doll's bedroom, and we're also going to be talking about the upcoming Barbie Village. So let's talk about the village first. So guys, a few weeks ago, I posted my birthday haul video, and in that video, I talked about my goals for 2023. One of them is to build a Barbie-sized Christmas village, and I'm going to scrap the Christmas part of it and just build a village that I can use year-round. So, yeah, so we're going to do that. And I also requested that you guys leave in the comments how you would like to see the progress of that village. And the majority of you said you wanted to see it as a series. So that's what we're going to do. Starting April 15th, I'll post the first episode of that. And that's a Saturday, guys. And for those of you who wanted just one video that kind of outlined the entire process, one of you actually said a time lapse, which I thought was a neat idea. I'm going to try to do something in the very last video. I don't know how many videos are going to be in the series. I won't know until we actually start making the village. But the very last video, I will title it in a way that you know it's the last one. And it can work as a standalone video. So you can just watch that one and see some of the progress of how we got to the final results. I'm so excited to finally be building this village. I have been wanting to do this for years, and I've just been too scared to put myself out there. So I'm just glad that you guys are going to go on this journey with me. I just want to have fun and just learn some new things and just get better at crafting. So if you would like to see the process of the village, remember April 15th, turn on your notifications and we can do this together. So now let's just get into the tour. So let's say bye to Tanya. She is actually wearing her Love Cali shirt, and she's been binge watching episodes of My Froggy Stuff Summer in Cali. But we've got to move her so we can review the room. So this room was made in either late 2020 or early 2021. Again, back when I wasn't doing YouTube, I didn't think I would be using this to film, just to take personal pictures of my dolls in this room. So these walls are actually not connected. So that wall is not connected to that one, and that one is not connected to that one. I was just going to have this on my shelf, and I just figured, well, when I wanted to take it down, I can just take it down. But it ended up sitting on my shelf all these years, and I have taken pictures in this room. But let's get started over on this side. So over on this side, you can see there is a door. And I like the way this door looks. It's the first time that I did these little cutouts here where I layered the paper to give a little bit more dimension. But I didn't account for how much room I would need to leave for the door to open and close, because I kind of have to force it. And I don't want to knock this wall down because, like I said, guys, these are not attached. But it does open and close. But between the door and the frame, I did not leave enough room there for it to open properly. So here's the door handle, and I didn't want a door knob. I was going for one of those doors that just had a handle and maybe a lock here. I never got around to drawing the little lock on this part. But this is just paperboard, and I layered some black and silver paint on it to just give it more of a distressed look or antique look. But I like the way they came out. This picture here is just one I found online, and I just printed it at a smaller scale, and the frame is actually just black electrical tape. And I did add a light switch here, and this is from, I believe, My Froggy Stuff, one of her printables. And you can tell where I made a mistake. I think I glued it over too far and it was being hidden by the headboard. And I took another one of those printables and put a little light switch down here so she can charge her phone at night. And this table, I believe, is a dowel rod and layers of paperboard that I painted black. On top of the table, I have one of those little glass jars from the Dollar Tree that usually has a cork in it. I just put some of these dried flowers in it, and I believe those are also from the Dollar Tree. So for the floor, some of you who've seen the short on this room, you may notice that it's a different floor. Because this diorama sits on my shelf, I just use the shelf as the floor, and it's wooden. And this is actually my work counter, so it has this faux marble. So just in case you're wondering. And this rug here is just a piece of felt. It looks better when it's on the wooden floor, but I just stuck it there anyway since it's usually in this room. So let's talk about the bed. I do believe the entire bed is made from foam board, if I'm remembering correctly. The mattress is several pieces stacked together and covered with white felt. The gray frame and headboard are also pieces of foam board that I just covered with gray felt. So our blanket is just some fabric I found at Walmart. I used a white piece and a piece of this gray, black, and white. And I used it again in a pillow. And this black and white pillow here is also Walmart fabric. And the round pillow is just some leftover felt I had. The gold fabric is actual bedding that I bought at Dillard's department store. And I bought it for my own bed, but it didn't fit. And since I got a good deal on it, I kept it and just cut it up and used it in this room. So on the bed, Tanya usually keeps her journal so she can write in it before she goes to bed. So I think this is one of my first attempts at making a book. So the little tray that you see on the bed is actually a chair. One of those you find at the Dollar Tree in the little wooden furniture section. And I just took it apart. So the base here is the seat of the chair. And I believe these are the legs, the handles here. And these parts are from the backrest. And on the tray, she keeps a bottle of water, a glass, which is I believe this is off of some of those like Mardi Gras beads because it doesn't have a bottom to it, but when you're looking at it, you can't tell that it doesn't have a bottom. And the remote control is paperboard, but I think this remote part came from a magazine and I cut it out and glued it to the paperboard to make her a remote. But all of this is held with poster putty to make it stay on the tray because I got tired of knocking it over. And there we go. We knocked it over. And I thought she needed a ottoman in here. This is just a orange Barbie ottoman. I don't remember what playset this came with, but I had some of that felt left over, so I just covered it as best I could. And I just think it looks nice there. Some extra seating if she needs it. So the pictures on the back wall, I really liked for this room because I wanted it to be a relaxing space. So I like that she's doing yoga poses, and the fact that she has an afro was an added bonus because Tanya has an afro and this is her room. And these pictures came from somewhere online. I don't remember exactly where, but the original pictures did not have the flowers in their hair. So I added that element. And as far as the frame, the back is paperboard, and then I glued the picture to that. And then on top of that, added a piece of plastic. And the frame, the gold part here, is just hot glue. And I painted it gold. So the curtains are made with that same fabric that I made the gold pillow with. And the curtain rod is just a dowel rod that I painted black. The curtain rings are just some gold wire. The window here is just clear plastic and paper, and I did finish it all the way around, trying not to knock the wall over. And the background is just a picture from a calendar. So on this side, we have another door, just like the one on the other side. And this was going to be the door leading into the closet. And I didn't like the way the closet came out. And so I just broke that down about a year and a half ago. And I just never rebuilt it. And also on this side is one of my favorite things I have ever made, we have this kind of like a built-in entertainment center. So I'm going to move this wall out so we could take a better look at this. So guys, here's the cabinet. And when I originally made this, I thought it was a good idea to make it a built-in and attach it to the wall. But now I do wish I would have made it separately so I could move it to different rooms. Because now I would have to move the entire wall. But, I could always make another one. So let's get into what's on this cabinet. So up here on the top, she keeps a couple of storage boxes, and there is a room at the very top to store stuff if we wanted to. But she keeps storage boxes up here, and this one is for photos, and that one is for journals. I believe I followed a My Froggy Stuff tutorial on how to make the little boxes, and the lids do come off. But for the labels, I printed these on my computer. I found a picture and then I just added the words that I wanted each box to have. And yeah, so that's how I made those. So down in this area is where the TV is supposed to be mounted. It would be higher up, but my sticky putty that I was using, it kind of dried up and it won't hold the TV up anymore. But I do need to remake this TV because the border here is just electrical tape and it has started to peel off. So, yeah, but the TV screen itself is just a printout of I guess it's called the guide channel, where you can go through and scroll through and see what's playing. And this says Bobby Jones Gospel, and I don't think that's on TV anymore. um, so yeah, this is an old printout, and I just stuck it to some paperboard, put a piece of plastic over it, and called it a TV. And then we had a few just decorative items here. Another one of those jars from the Dollar Tree. And I made this little box. And here is a little picture frame that I made. And I covered up the picture because it is a picture of my niece. And I don't think she wants her face on YouTube. So I just covered it up just in case. Below the TV, we have some more boxes here for storage. I think that one says pencils, phone accessories, and lotion. And over here we have, this is just a little decorative bowl that I made out of paper. And I just put polka dots on it with a marker. And she can just drop her accessories in there when she gets home and she's changing clothes. So she has a hair clip in there right now and a bracelet. And she also has a book on that shelf. And this is actually an eraser. I found this at the Dollar Tree and I thought the color matched the room pretty well. This came in a pack of, I believe, 6. So here's the bottom of the cabinet. And I was really proud of myself when I did this because compared to the doors that I made for the bathroom cabinets, these came out so much better. The only problem is they do have an issue with staying closed, but I still like it. I can always add some sticky tack or something to help close it. The handles are just paperboard that I cut and glued into this position, and I think those worked out pretty well. And for the hinges, I learned how to make some paper hinges. I don't remember the video I watched that did this. Theirs looked a lot neater than mine, but mine do work. So inside the cabinet, there is extra shelving. As you can see, I don't have anything in here because I think if I put it in there, I would forget about it. And you can see some lines drawn in the back because I was going to put a divider on each shelf. And then at the last minute, I decided not to. I just decided to just leave these two as 2 large open shelves. So yeah, this is one of my favorite things about this room. And when we were talking about the bed, I forgot to mention I did have to make it shorter just to save some space. And it still works. She just has to sleep in the fetal position, but she can sleep on it. So my friends, that's all I have for you. If you have any questions about anything in this video, please leave it in the comments below. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.